Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Richard and this is Bankrupt Pensioner. And today we're on a ride out to Nantwich in Cheshire. Cheshire's the capital of where all the footballers live, where all the money is in the north, or certainly in the northwest. So we're having a little trundle out to Nantwich. We'll have a look around, just a quick look around, nothing special. I'll give you some statistics on what Nantwich is, how many people live there, ratios, female to male, age groups, all that kind of thing. So stick around to the end. But I'll start off on this very cold December 2023 lunchtime with a couple of basic facts. Now, I'm wearing a pair of, here's number one fact, which you may or may not know. I'm wearing a pair of richer textile trousers, and within those trousers is a liner. And at the top of the trousers, where the fly is, are two flaps of the liner, and they're fairly loose. So the idea of the flaps is, if you're a bit warm down in your crown jewels, then you can push the flaps to the side to get a bit of coolness around there. And if you're a bit chilly, you can pull them out and cross them over and fold them over. And it keeps your jewels nice and warm. Just remember that next time you put your textile trousers on with your liners in them. It's there to keep your jewels warm or cool, depending on what you like. And currently it's about 6 degrees today, and it's a bit windy, but we're okay. So I'm one of those that will be using the Gold Star throughout the winter, and let's see how it performs. Here's number two fact. Not many people know this. So, whilst it's 6 degrees at ground level, for every 1,000 foot that you ascend, and this comes from my piloting years, when I used to fly aeroplanes, for every 1,000 feet you ascend, the temperature drops by, generally speaking, 2 degrees Celsius. So if we were at 3,000 foot altitude, it would be freezing. And generally speaking, that's where the cloud base sits in the winter, about 3,000 feet, maybe a bit higher. And that means when the precipitation or the rain comes out of the clouds, it comes out as snow. And then as it falls as snow towards the ground level, it then melts and turns into rain. There we are. And fact 2.1 is, it's exactly the same in the summer. So I know that the UK gets about 270 days of rain. So out of 270 days, it will rain, generally speaking. So that means in the summer, when the cloud base is higher, let's say, and the ground temperature is, let's say, 18 degrees, and the cloud base is 9,000 feet, 2 degrees per 1,000 feet. So when it rains in summer, and the clouds are at 9,000 feet, it's at a freezing temperature. So once again, the rain comes out as snow. and melts on the way down. Yeah. So as you're looking out, as you're riding your bike, and you see over the hills this like rain cloud with loads of rain coming out of it, that grey thing, yeah? And you see it in the far distance a few miles away. If you look at the clouds, it's actually coming out as snow and melts on the way down. Now you're all thinking, that's a load of rubbish. Now you're all going to go onto Google and check that out. It's because of our temperate zone in the UK. So generally speaking, when it rains, it snows, but it comes down as rain eventually as it melts. So there's a bit of useless information there. So we're off to Nantwich, and hopefully I'll go get a coffee while I'm on my lunch break and trying this new equipment out, the audio and the camera equipment. You can see there I've got an Insta360 X3. That's working wonderful. I've figured that out completely, but I'm actually using a DJI Osmo Action 4 to record from my helmet, and in there I've got a hardwired microphone which is strapped into, with Velcro, my helmet, and hopefully the audio comes through perfectly, and you might just be able to hear the thumping of the exhaust from the BSA. So it's 2023. I work in the IT industry, as some of you know. I used to fly, but now work in IT. And I'd like to talk about how things have changed over the last 10 years. 10 years or more ago, you could go into a cafe or a bar and look across the tables and catch the eye of someone over the room, and then go up to them and introduce yourself and say hello, and then maybe you end up going out with each other. Maybe you end up getting married. Maybe you end up having kids. All that kind of stuff. Here in 2023, maybe it's a bit more difficult. Maybe it's a bit more difficult now. Because I guess if you did that today... Let's just turn this heated grips down. Oh, if you did that today, maybe people would look at you a bit weird, as if you're some kind of weirdo. You've actually gone up and said hello to someone. Is that true? Is that true? I don't know. Not that I'm looking for anyone. I'm just saying, is it true? Has technology and social media made it so that approaching someone and just saying hello to them is now a thing of the past? I don't know. What do you think? You tell me. I think it's a bit bizarre. There's a lot of messages out of the government and all that kind of thing, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just looking at this in a realistic way. Is it a case now to get a relationship, you stick all your details in online and you swipe left or right? Have we as a society, and it's mainly in the Western world, it's mainly in the Western world, have we got to that point where we have to swipe left or right? I don't know. You tell me. Is this van going to pull out on me? No, he's not. Good. So I'm on the BSA. We're off to Nantwich. The BSA is running wonderfully. It does need a firmware update to adjust the injectors and the fuel, etc. for colder weather, as it was set up in India. And I believe that firmware update is available. I'll have to take it into crew and get that done. But yeah, she's absolutely wonderful. She's a bit scruffy today. She's a bit scruffy. But there you go. Lovely. So they've got the new one that's painted black, and a green one as well, and they've reduced the price to $5,999, and then the on-the-road costs, of which I thought would be about £150, but that's not right. It's going to be £300, so that's £6,300 for a brand new BSA Gold Star. This particular one I'm riding, I bought a couple of months ago. And that was, I don't know, October maybe 2023, and was registered in March 2023, so it was some 6 or 7 months old. And I bought this second hand for $4,999, and I think that's a fair price. So that gives you a flavour of what you should be looking at if you're looking in the second hand market. Just something to consider. When I bought her, she had 1,100 miles on the clock, full service history, all that kind of thing, and she's not let me down once, not at all. So through this winter I'll be riding her and making sure she's okay, and then come early 2024 we'll be taking her into Europe with some through-over Lomo pannier and an Oxford 50 litre roll bike, and might take a tent, although no, early 2024 it's going to be cold, so it's going to be a couple of hotel nights, I think. So I've got a choice of either going to Belgium for a couple of nights or go south into the south of France and then ride back north. Also, a week or so ago, the warranty on BSAs have been extended from the standard 2 years manufacturer warranty to now a 4-year manufacturer warranty, just in case you didn't know that. So that's good news. That is good news. So we'll take it from here, and I'll catch up when I'm near Nantwich. Oh, by the way, this is a place called Woore, W-O-O-R-E, in Staffordshire. You can see there, Nantwich, A51. So we're on the A51 here, travelling north to Nantwich. And I'll catch up with you when I get to Nantwich. See you in a minute. Okay everyone, so we're now on the A51 north. We're heading in north into Nantwich. So housing here is really expanding. I remember there used to be something on the left here down this Winterbury way. It was like a fish place or whatever. You could buy, you know, it was an entertainment place, and you know, maybe like a little zoo or something for aquariums and things like that, tropical plants and all that kind of thing. So this is the edge of Nantwich. You can see to the right there's plenty of new buildings. It's a growing town, and it is a little town. I think the population's about 18,000. But I'm going to get some statistics out to you very shortly. Look at that, there's a brand new housing development. And it's in Cheshire, so that means that's where all the footballers live. So it's a very you know, there are many people with aspirations to live around this area. Highly educated people, I'm guessing. There's a secret bunker there. But remember, it's secret. Let me just pop through this. Why are people waiting? Yeah, it's a really nice place. I believe that's the college to the left there. I think. Is it? Let's have a look. Ah, it's an academy. I don't know what that means really now. So we're going to go down the A530 towards Whitchurch to show you the duck pond, where all the swans are and the ducks, and it's a beautiful place to take the dog a walk, and have done that on a number of occasions in the past. Really nice houses to the left and right here, as you can see, and there's lots of work always going on. When communities have work going on, that means there's money. Yeah, there is money. It's quiet communities that don't upgrade the houses. There's no money. So here in front of you, you can see the lake. Beautiful place to walk around. Beautiful. And I'm now going to turn around somewhere. Let's turn around here. No one behind me. Look at those houses up there. Beautiful. Expensive. They are expensive here. Let's wait for the traffic. There's a cyclist coming. 2 cyclists. There we are. There we go. Motorcyclist there. Loads of Range Rovers around here. There we are. There's a Land Rover. There's a Range Rover. They're all 4x4s. Then again, the SUVs are very, very popular now. I ain't got a clue why. But they are very, very popular. So there's the lake. Beautiful place to be. Beautiful place. There's often at the weekend an ice cream van there. Let's go into the town centre. Let's ride into the town centre over the railway line. So yes, one of my friends used to live here, Dominic. I met him in 2003, and he had a house here, and ended up marrying a Netherlands girl, I think from Norway, and they ended up moving out to Spain on one of the islands. I think it's Mallorca or Menorca, and unfortunately their partnership broke up, and things didn't go too well for them. I'll not go into the details, but Dominic's alright. He's got the kids. He's still in Spain. He too works in the IT industry. And he's still got his house here. I'm assuming he's renting it out. So, there you go. He's always got a place to come back to in the future when his children come of age and all that. But yeah. So it's a really nice place, Nantwich. Look at these houses. Nice set of flats to the right, or apartments as we call them now. Here's the rail. Here's the rail line, so you can always catch a train to wherever, down to Stoke or down to London, maybe directly or indirectly. You've got chic interiors to the right there on the roundabout, and I'm going to go straight across, and let's go into the town centre. So it's an old town, Nantwich. Nant comes from the Welsh language meaning stream, and witch comes from the Viking language, I believe. I might be wrong on that. For spring, as in spring water, or brine, So let's pull up here, and hence the name Nantwich. There were a number of let's just pull up here. There were a number of in the past. This is where you would come to refresh your body and all that kind of thing, to refresh your body with cleansing waters and all that kind of stuff. Whether it works or not, I haven't got a clue. But let's have a look on here. Just bear with me. Let me get you some more information. Here we go. I haven't got my glasses on. Why am I doing that? So yeah. So we've got a population of 2021 of 18,700. It's the area of Nantwich is 5 kilometres square. That means there's 3,747 people per square kilometre. That's a lot of people, isn't it? And over the last, since 2001 to 2021, there has been just under a 1% increase in the population. So it's a growing population. People are wanting to come out to this place for obvious reasons. It's a really nice place. Look at it. There's loads of people walking around. Loads of people. So that's a good thing. Let's have a look. Gender breakdown. There are more females than males. So if a man needs a woman, this is the place to come. There is competition for males here, I'm guessing. The biggest demographic is the 18 to 64 year olds, which is some 10,600 based on the 2021 numbers. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are more 30 to 39 year olds, although these numbers actually show it as 50 to 59 year olds in this area. But I'm not sure about that. It says on the graph here that there are more male and females in the 4th row down, which is 30 to 39 years of age. Most of the people, some 93%, are born in the UK who live here. Is it 93? Yeah, 93%. Ethnicity. There is a 96.1% white population here, with the remaining 4%, or just under, being Asian, black, mixed, or other. This is what I found interesting. 58% of the people that live here are Christian. But more interesting, 40% of the people that live here are atheist or no religion. That's interesting. What do you think? What do you think? I found that quite interesting. Let's just have a quick spin around the block. Let's see if I can get this on. There we go. Let's go for a spin around the block, and then you can have a look, and then we'll bring it to an end, and then I can go and get a coffee. So this is Nantwich in Cheshire. You can see by all the people that are walking around on this particular lunchtime in the middle of the week that, you know, people are out and about. People are out and about. There's obviously plenty of money because people are walking around with shopping bags. Look at this for a beautiful place. It's a nice little town. It's only tiny. Old man looking at a BSA. There we are. He's remembering his youth, wishing it was 18 again. He's thinking, my God, that bike looks good. He thinks it's probably from the 1960s and it's been restored. Little does he realise it's brand new. Come on, let's move. There we are. We've got Morrison's to the right, so there's a big store, so you can get all your food. You don't have to travel far. I'm sure they'll probably deliver if you live in Nantwich. There's an Aldi there next to it, so you do have choice. You either pay the higher prices or you pay reasonable prices at Lidl. Oh yes, lovely, lovely. Right, it's time for me to go and get a coffee. I hope you enjoyed this little run and this little chat. Oh dear, the bike stalled. And hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. It's coming up to Christmas. Be kind to people. Always be kind to people. You never know what their story is. Just be kind to people. There's no need to be nasty. And when you go out, you know, just treat people with respect. We're in a strange world at the moment. So have a happy Christmas. And I'll see you in the next video. Yeah? See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.